The beauty myth, as defined by Naomi Wolf in her book of the title, consists of two equally important parts. The first part of the beauty myth states that there is only a limited and narrow set of ways to be beautiful, according to our culture's guidelines. Now, this set of guidelines is very easily identifiable when you ask people, what is it that makes a woman beautiful? Tall, thin, large breasts, small waist, usually blonde, inherently white, blue-eyed, big eyes, full lips, things like this. The second and more insidious part of the beauty myth is that it tells us as women that our worth as women, our value, is directly correlated with our ability to inhabit and perform and fit into this very narrow mold of beauty. So the less you look naturally like these people, who are some tiny percentage of the overall population, the less valuable you are as a woman.
I don't think the media portrays women very well at all.
Not always in the best light. I think we kind of sexualize women more than we do men, definitely.
By and large, probably slightly inferior to men, actually.
Very overly sexual a lot of times. I think sex sells, and I think we kind of have this idealization of what a woman should be or look like, and fuller curve, brown skin, curly hair, nappy hair, big hair is not necessarily attractive.
I think that they're still worshiping thin, and they have set standards about what's beautiful.
I mean, if you're reading like gossip mags, probably not in the best light, but if you're reading the New York Times, maybe, you know, a little bit more equal treatment or positive treatment.
I mean, from videos and movies, and they've sexualized women to the extent where we no longer have clothes on anymore.
Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world.
So when I was a young girl, I used to love Disney movies. I loved The Little Mermaid. I used to watch that movie probably every single day. But if you think about it, all those Disney movies that I used to watch as a child, what did the characters look like? Skinny, extremely skinny, tall, white, long hair, beautiful, flowing in the wind. And when I'd watch these movies and admire these beautiful, beautiful cartoons, I realized that what I was seeing on television didn't match up to what I saw in the mirror. But I wanted these traits that I saw in these movies. And of course, I wasn't going to get them ever because my genetics wasn't set up like that. It definitely had a negative effect on how I perceived myself.
I wish that women would get noticed for more of their smarts instead of their beauty. I feel like that's something that hasn't changed.
Still don't think that it gives women enough portrayal as bright, and bright is sexy, or bright is attractive, and it certainly portrays older women in a very negative light.
I think it's up to, like you say, moms, probably people to like educate their own kids and, you know, try to divert attention away from the negative media.
I want more women on TV and real women on TV, not photoshopped or anything. And if we show that, then we'll really show people what real women are like, and that's when all of this will stop.
So there are a couple of important things to know about the role of women in the media. One is that women are still vastly underrepresented, and more importantly, maybe not more importantly, but equally importantly, still vastly underpaid. The top 10 female actresses earned $181 million combined in 2013. The top 10 male actors earned $465 million. Looking behind the camera, we have somewhere between 4.88 and 5 men working behind the camera for every woman working.
By putting more women behind the camera as writers, as producers, and all types of women with all types of backgrounds and all types of experiences, just in that, I'm sure that things would improve immensely. And just having a woman, like as a writer of a show, you get that female perspective. Like she is that female perspective. We are now living in a time when people are telling us to love our bodies as women. They're like, curvy is beautiful, love your body how it is. Now we just have kind of moved to the other end of the spectrum where we berate skinny people for being skinny, and we're like, that's not a real woman, that's not how women should be, eat a hamburger. But I mean, they're still shaming a body type, and that is not moving anywhere. It's just moving in the opposite direction.
I think what we need to do to solve this is realize that there is no ideal body type. There is no body type that is going to be the ideal body type. Every body type is beautiful. And even if you don't think every body type is beautiful, every body type is a reality in the world. So we need to stop disregarding some and celebrating some. Celebrate all of them, and that will solve all of our problems.